So, how exactly do you train the doctors of tomorrow in a world that's going digital faster than we can keep up? Well, the Leacock College of Medicine and Dentistry has laid out a pretty detailed blueprint for exactly that, and we're about to dive deep into their plan for building a new e-campus. At the very heart of this plan is LCMD, a really established institution for medicine and dentistry. But here's the thing, instead of just talking about the future, they're actually building it with this comprehensive new policy for a digital learning environment. And this really gets to the core question they're trying to answer. It's a huge challenge that pretty much every professional school is facing right now. How do you bring in technology in a meaningful way without losing that essential hands-on part of the training? So in this explainer, we're going to break down their entire strategy. We'll look at why they're modernizing in the first place, the tech they're using, their step-by-step rollout plan, the team that's making it all happen, and of course the new rules that guide this digital campus. Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1, Modernizing Medical School. This isn't just about plugging in some new software. It's about really understanding the deep motivation behind what is, a pretty fundamental shift in their educational philosophy. The policy document itself is crystal clear about its purpose. The key words to focus on here are enhance, streamline, and blended teaching. It's all about making the learning process way more efficient and dynamic, using tech as this powerful tool to support everyone, both students and faculty. Now, this is what I find really interesting. They immediately make this clarification. The college is making it absolutely plain that this new system is an add-on, an enhancement. It is not a replacement. That invaluable experience of in-person classes, lab work, direct interaction, that's not going anywhere. And that's a crucial point for keeping educational standards high. So what does this new digital campus actually look like? In Section 2, we're going to pull back the curtain on the core technology they've chosen to build this whole thing. The official hub, the center of this new universe, is lms.lcmd.edu.pk. It's built on Moodle, which is a super popular and really robust open source platform that universities all over the world use. This is going to be the one-stop shop for everything from learning materials and assignments to feedback and communication. And to make sure there's no confusion, the policy does something really smart. It defines its terms. An LMS, their Moodle system, is all about the learning process. A CMS, on the other hand, handles the administrative side of the college, things like enrollment and fees. This just perfectly illustrates the specific job the new eCampus is designed to do. So all of this serves one big idea, blended learning. And it's basically about getting the best of both worlds, right? Students get the flexibility and the amazing resources of online media, but they combine that with the irreplaceable value of traditional face-to-face teaching. It's a hybrid model, and it's designed specifically for modern medical education. A great plan is nothing without great execution. So in Section 3, let's take a look at how LCMD is actually putting this all into practice with its really meticulous 5-phase implementation plan. As you can see, this isn't some rushed process. It's really methodical. The plan kicks off with planning and setup in month 1. Then it moves into training and content creation in month 2. A pilot program launches in the 3rd month to get that all-important feedback before the full rollout. And crucially, the final phase, monitoring and evaluation, that's continuous. It ensures the system is always getting better. Let's be honest, technology is only as good as the people who support it. And LCMD has clearly invested in a dedicated human infrastructure to make absolutely sure this digital campus succeeds. I mean, just look at this team. There is a specific person for every single need. You've got the high-level LMS administrator and the instructional designer making courses engaging. And maybe most importantly, you have dedicated coordinators for both faculty and student support. That means no one is left alone to try and figure things out on their own. In steering the whole ship, that would be the Department of Health Professions Education, or DHPE. They're the official custodians of this whole thing, ensuring quality, providing training, and reporting on progress. It really brings a strong level of academic oversight to the entire project. All right, finally, let's look at the rules for this new digital age. A powerful new tool needs a clear user manual, and the college's policy provides exactly that. So the policy is really smart about defining when the LMS should be used as an interim aid for things like a temporary illness or maybe a verified travel emergency. The system gives students access to materials so they don't fall behind. It's a safety net.
And this is that critical point again, reinforced. Even in these special cases, the platform is a support tool. It does not replace the requirement for mandatory attendance. The college is holding a really firm line here to protect the integrity of its in-person educational model.
And this policy is not designed to be set in stone, something written and then forgotten. That's why a mandatory review every 2 years is built right in. It's a best practice in educational tech that ensures the policy can adapt to new technologies, to changing needs, and to feedback from the people actually using it. So, as we wrap up, we're left with a much bigger question. LCMD has created this really detailed, thoughtful, and well-supported plan for blending digital tools with traditional medical training. Could this structured approach, combining clear goals, phased rollouts, and robust human support, could this be the blueprint for how all professional education evolves in the digital age?